Very, very, very so happy to be a part of this wonderful chat. I cannot see everyone because I'm on my phone right now. And firstly, I apologize that I was supposed to join in earlier, but today the traffic was crazy. I
No
was
worries. I think you have you entered at the right time because the show was
okay.
going a little late.
Yeah.
No worries, but I'm glad you could make it from home than from car because I know
Yes, absolutely. I was trying to aim for that because honestly, today the traffic is another level and it was extremely noisy.
I can see it is extremely noisy here also. Like all. Okay, Nimrit, our
Yes.
students and guests, students and spectators are really excited to see you. And I have few questions for you. So I want to ask you, you have achieved so much as an actress, yet you chose to become a student again by
Yes.
learning Kathak from Rajendra sir. So what inspired you to begin this journey?
Actually, Kathak as a dance form fascinated me always. I have loved the grace of um, Kathak dancers always. It's something that always calls out to me. I find it mesmerizing to watch Kathak dancers on stage, the way they express themselves, how beautiful they look. It's almost poetry in motion for me. I find it so beautiful. I can't take my eyes off Kathak dancers. I've always felt that. But growing up, I never had the opportunity of learning Kathak. And I used to see Guruji's videos coming up online, on Instagram, etc. And then I got very curious and I said, I must go and see if I'm capable of trying to do this because I felt like I'm a bit too late to the party. These
Oh,
are
no, I
things
don't think
that
so. I was also late to the party, but you know how I dance now. So it's never late.
you are the party, Riddhi. You are the party.
Thank you, thank
So,
you, thank you.
for all those who don't know, Riddhi is just one of the most beautiful people to watch in person, and I have such a wonderful, joyous time just watching her. You have such a grace and a beauty about you that I'm transfixed every time I watch you dance. So I really enjoy that a lot.
So are
Um,
you,
and
I must say about
I'm
you also.
I'm a beginner level. I'm preschool level of a
No, but
school you all have graduated from. So
I
I'm
know,
just
but you
learning and I'm
surprised me that day. The piece what Guruji was teaching me and other senior students, you picked it up and you danced with us. So you try, that is the most important thing. And I
I
really
love it. I
appreciate
love
that
I
about
love the dance form a lot, and I love being around you all because I think that the energy of a room where you're learning something is the most beautiful energy because you can make your mistakes, you can you can feel young and like as if there's no pressure. It's a room I feel so safe in. I love
you.
it. And
So,
girls of different age groups, boys of different age groups, you feel so loved and wanted and
so,
warm. And I love being there.
it just makes your day so well. Very good.
Yeah.
So next question I have. So what has Kathak taught you beyond dance? Has it changed the way you look at life, discipline, or yourself?
Mhm. I think it's really reconnected me to my roots. I am inherently an extremely Indian person.
Hmm. Yes.
I have worked and lived abroad, and I've lived a global life for a long time. And I do know that my final calling always is my country, my soil, the values attached to our culture. And I feel like Kathak has been yet another bridge between my heart and my soul and my country and the ethos of our culture, where we come from, what our what our history is, how we express एक नाट्य शास्त्र की जो चीज होती है, if all the people relate to that here or have heard the term, I have experienced that for the first time in my life. I don't know if you all know this, but I have also done a lot of theater.
Theater,
I've
yeah.
done about 6 to 7 years of theater, so I have experience in performing arts on stage as an actor. I have done some musicals as well, but I've never really dabbled with uh, theater or like being on stage and doing classical dance form ever. So that I feel is honestly a drug for me. I find it intoxicating to be able to do that. And I find that Kathak for me has reconnected me to my inherent love for the country. And I feel like I'm back in a place where my heart and my soul belongs, you
Wow.
know? Because living in the city, we get very
Uh,
detached and very kind of far removed from where we all come from, what our roots are. You know, a lot of us are born abroad or we are brought up in bigger cities. I was born and raised in, small
mm,
cities and towns and things. So at heart, I'm still a very small town person, and I feel like I really miss a deeper connection with our soil and our country. And I feel like somewhere living in Bombay, just the entire ritual of coming in there, doing a little puja, the way we are so sort of, it's almost a devotional feeling when
exactly.
you come into that space. It feels like a temple to me. And I come in there, you put on your ghungroos. There's a little bit of a ritual. You touch your Guruji's feet,
Mm,
you touch the tabla, you take the blessings. I feel like it's a beautiful way of just starting your day. And the sounds of the tabla and the ghungroos, it's so pure. Somewhere I feel like it just cleanses my energy first thing in the morning. It almost feels like it's a religious ritual for me. I love it. I genuinely do.
amazing. And I see the dedication somehow you manage with your so much travel, shoot, and everything. I've seen you have been only consistent actress who's been coming, I must say. People come there just to train for probably for some part of their movie or
Mhm.
musical, and then though they are interested, they
Yeah,
they are not able to do that riyaz that is needed or to come back again because coming back becomes very tough, I have seen.
it's really hard.
But you have taken a break of probably 1 month and then you have again come and started it, which is a great thing. A
Mhm.
break shouldn't be like for forever. It can be something that
Yeah.
you come back to. So
Yeah.
I have one more question for you.
Oh, sure, please.
As someone balancing films and dance training, what has been the biggest challenge and what keeps you motivated to continue your riyaz?
You just stated the biggest challenge, Riddhi. It
I
genuinely
know.
is that, I hate missing my Kathak
Exactly,
classes.
I know
My
that.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if I don't come for my Kathak classes, I feel sad. And I feel like I've missed out on the best part of my day or the best part of my week.
Exactly.
And genuinely, it's when we start filming something, we're in a very different zone and a very different world. All of us, wherever we get pulled into work. The
Exactly.
problem is actually to stay away for a long period of time and then to come back, that becomes very hard.
Exactly.
But because, and there is also, I love seeing your faces. I love now we all, we have friends there, you
Friends
have
there.
familiar faces.
Yeah.
It's such a different, sacred sort of a bond we all
The
have. We all
chai that
don't
we share.
necessarily know each other. Yeah, the chai we share. Like Riddhi and I are chai partners. I always miss her when she's not there, and I have no one to enjoy my tea with.
Likewise, likewise. I miss you too. Like today you're not today, like yesterday you're
Yeah,
not coming for class.
yesterday.
I messaged you. Are you coming
Yeah,
or
that are
not?
you
Should I
ordering
order?
chai?
Will you
My
order?
own chai. Yeah, exactly, right. So we have this,
Yeah.
it's such a, I really feel like I'm back in college or, it
Yes,
just feels so
exactly.
innocent and pure. Like I love the bond we all share. I love the faces I see. I feel so happy when I see, the people one interacts with. We don't necessarily meet a lot otherwise, but I love that we share such a special
Special
bond.
one. It's like our
Yeah, so it's
home.
very hard to like, miss that. And then I feel like I've missed out and everybody's
Yeah.
absorbed in the class and what else is happening? What else have you all prepared?
FOMO, FOMO.
So I love the energy. Everyone encourages each other so much. And I have to tell you all that Riddhi is one such person. She's so encouraging and loving. And even before I knew her, I know her a bit better now, thankfully. But when I was new, she was always so encouraging, and she would just gently, lovingly correct me. When I couldn't even I was just trying to, I would struggle with just the basics, and she would be like, "Arey, it's okay, just do this,
No,
it's
it's okay.
fine,
Don't
you're
have
doing so
pressure. It's
well."
okay. You are at a very safe place. You should
Exactly.
make
So
mistakes. At this level, you should make mistakes later also because learning continues.
of course.
Yeah. So
And that's the beauty of being, in a place like this because we all get yelled at, we all get
it is nice
corrected, and it's
being grown up.
extremely important. It's not just, like someone's job to do it or anything else like that, but it's very important. And our Guruji is like, he's so
It's a blessing.
purely old
It's a
school,
blessing.
he's so fantastic. And Riddhi, as I know that Riddhi, you teach a lot of these girls, right? So
Yes.
they're so lucky to be learning from someone whose schooling is so fantastic. Like that's how I assess when I'm in a class. And you're learning from one of the best people I know. So
So sweet.
it's really fantastic. I love that so much.
So lovely, Nimrit. Last question, which I
Please
have.
don't worry. Ask away. Don't worry. I'm
Okay.
here.
So, okay, I'll ask you two questions. You
Go for it.
attended the Guru Purnima the other day, which is a
Yeah.
day of gratitude. So,
Yeah.
what does your Guru and the Guru Sishya parampara and the tradition mean to you personally?
I think it's one of the most important relationships and bonds you can have because the right of a guru is second only to your parents, maybe if not even at that level. Now, see what happens is that after an age and stage in life, we all wish that we had somebody in our lives who would just tell us that hey, you're doing this wrong or do this right. And I miss that. I don't want to be right all the time. I like to be told, but my parents are not around. My mom is not here, and there's nobody to tell me. And I feel like it's such a humbling experience, and it feels so nice and
You get shouting
so
sometimes.
pure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I love being told this is bad, or this is not how it's supposed to be. I love being told that because there's nobody in one's life, beyond a point to correct you. And I think it's extremely important for your personal growth. And I think गुरु शिष्य का जो एक bond होता है and that relationship where it's completely unconditional and you surrender completely like a child surrenders to a teacher. And the guru, and we are so lucky to have Rajendra Guruji. We are so lucky to have him because he teaches because he loves the art form so much. He teaches because it's purely passion for him. It's a labor of love for him. He doesn't do it for anything else. I'm not there because I'm learning this for a movie or I'm preparing a part or it's not short term for me. I love it purely because I'm there for the art. I love watching you all when you all, how beautifully you dance, for instance, on Guru Purnima just spontaneously broke out into this magnum performance. I was like, oh my God, it's such great fun to see something live like that. And I feel like anytime I witness anything, and I experience that, it's all coming from so much purity and so much genuine love for this one common shared love we all have, which is Kathak. And I love that. I love the fact that I'm at this age and stage in a place where I can enjoy the perks of being a student,
Exactly. You're so
without
lucky
the
to do that. Yeah.
without the stress or the pressure or I love
Yeah.
just being there and Guruji's guidance and just to touch his feet and to know that okay you're being blessed and you are, and then when he appreciates you that feels like a treat.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like such a big treat. So it just is so important. I think it's an experience that everyone must have in
Must have.
some form and continue.
And it's important, so age no bar, I feel I always tell
Absolutely. And
so
I see
many
that in the class. I've seen students coming from all age groups, from like,
people.
I've seen women who've been kids themselves and been learning from Guruji, and now their daughters come and
Yeah.
from there. And they come. I love that on Guruji's birthday or Guru Purnima. I see students like, I love that.
We saw that then there was so many
Yeah.
people we had not seen before.
People come from different states. It's such a beautiful bond. It's really unconditional love.
Unconditional, absolutely. And I feel many times I get calls from students, they 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 must be just 35, 50, 40, and they ask me, is it still okay for me to start? I say, just start. If you want to start, just start.
I have
Don't.
to tell you this one thing,
Yes,
Riddhi,
sure,
that
sure.
my mother,
Yeah.
she got so inspired when she saw my dance videos.
Mm.
She, along with her friends, they started doing some Kathak practice
Amazing.
in Noida
Amazing.
with somebody, who was just teaching them at a preliminary level.
Wow.
And she started doing it because
It's
she
like,
found it so inspiring. And, like they're in their 60s, 70s, whatever, she and her friends.
yeah,
And so age is really just in our head. We
in our
are as
head.
old as we make it out to be. And I feel like things like these practices and rituals and environments like these actually keep us young at heart.
So true, so true,
Yeah,
absolutely true. And it's the barrier which is made by society, like you have to, and with Indian classical, they always feel is it's good, it's obviously good to start as a child, it's easier to do things,
yeah, yeah.
but that doesn't mean you cannot start later. I have
Absolutely.
seen some people who have
Absolutely.
started later and done very well, as opposed to when they started as a child and they gave
Yeah,
up by 20
exactly.
because they were pushed by their parents. Sometimes I
Exactly.
think later you start because you're starting for your own
For the
self.
love of it,
Exactly.
because you love it, because I want
Exactly.
to
Not
be there.
because
I'm
someone
not
is
being
pushing.
told.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's pushing me towards it. It's genuinely for the love of
The
Kathak, and I want to be there every day.
amazing. One last
Yeah.
question I have for you.
Riddhi, anything for you,
So
any
sweet.
number of
Oh,
questions,
you're so
please,
lovely. I
anything
would
for
love
you.
to take your entire interview for 1 hour, but we are a little pressed on time. So
Anything for you.
just
Yeah.
one question,
Mm.
but I must say I really appreciate the efforts you have taken. I know you had a very busy day today, and till the afternoon we were a little dilly-dally whether you are coming or not. So I didn't announce your name beforehand. I kept it as a surprise. But I
No,
think
fine.
it's a great surprise for all our kids. And
I hope so. I'm very happy to see
of
them.
course,
I
I
saw
know
the
how
performance.
excited.
I saw some bits of that last performance. Absolutely beautiful.
Great. So many of our students are just beginning, some of them, the journey of their Kathak. So,
Yeah.
what message or advice would you like to share with them?
Never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. This is the biggest gift you'll give to yourself.
Right.
I mean, apart from the physical benefits, honestly, of always engaging in some dance form or the other, because it's really excellent for your body to maintain some sort of a physical discipline. And I'll start with that because health is extremely important, and without great health, one can't really go a long way in life doing the things you'd want to do.
Exactly.
I think it keeps the body agile. It keeps it active. You start your day with something so beautiful as a practice, and I see it as a benefit even from physical well-being, physical fitness, because I love anything that has anything related to physical fitness. And for women it's so important at every age and stage, because we go through so many hormonal changes at all age groups, all types, when we are teenagers, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, we're always going through changes. So I think this is one thing that really keeps us youthful and active. And I think that's extremely important for the human body.
Exactly.
Starting with that, I feel like as a discipline, it's a promise you make to yourself.
Mm.
When you decide to do something, you show up. Let's say life happens, events happen, work happens. I'm not saying this has to be your principal
Yeah.
career. If you're not charting yourself out to be a dancer, sure, but don't give up. It's always that first session that's you feel a little bit like, oh my god, I've not gone for, and I feel it all the time when I'm away filming.
Mm.
Sometimes I'm away for 2 3 months or
It
whatever.
happens to me also. I'm always
Yeah,
nervous
right,
when I'm going
you're
back after
traveling.
1 month. I'm like, oh
Correct.
God, now today my pair itne nahi chalenge types.
That's heartening for me to
Yeah.
hear because I
Yeah.
know how excellent you are. So it really gives me a lot of inspiration when I know that, okay, someone like Riddhi,
Yeah.
who's
You
such
all
a,
feel that.
I mean, no, but you're an advanced level person. And if you still feel like, I feel like, okay, my feelings are validated because, okay, if I feel nervous, it's normal. But the trick is to always show up, even if your mind is like, oh no, I don't feel like going. It's always the commitment you make to anything that you start doing. Don't give up. Don't leave it in the middle. I think that goes the longest way. And then along the way, as you learn the different beautiful, oh my God, the sky is the limit, the sea is the depth of it. I can't even,
Actually, I think the
you
lifetime
know
can go by
a
learning
lifetime can go
the
and even
dance
then. Like
forms.
we still watch Guruji, right? Like we see him,
True.
how passionately and lovingly he talks about Kathak, and talks like a student. Forget us.
Exactly. Yeah.
He
And he
speaks like a
does.
student,
He
and
also
he
loves.
speaks like ये अच्छा नहीं है वो मतलब I see him struggling with something he's trying to get
Yeah.
right, or he's so particular, and that is so inspiring. And I feel like as long as we can stay committed to something that we have made a promise to
Yeah.
do, whatever that be. And here we are talking about Kathak. So I'll say that always stick the course. Don't give up.
So sweet. I think we have got amazing key points from you because you have been a real source of inspiration. I always admired you since the time I watched your first movie. It was not your first movie, but that's how you got the real popular
Well, the
recognition.
lunchbox, it was actually
Lunchbox.
the first time I
Really?
was
It was
introduced
your
on
first
screen.
movie? I thought
I've
you
done
did
like
something else
small
before.
parts here and there,
Yeah.
but never really as a
Like,
principal actor on the big screen for the Indian audience like that. I've done some small bits here and there, but never
okay.
really as a
But I've
principal
seen a
actor.
lot
So
of your
that is,
ads and everything. So I
yeah,
really admired
that
the
is.
movie and the way you captured and worked opposite Irfan Khan and still managed to catch equal attention like him. I was
Too
like, my
kind. I
God,
was very blessed.
this,
I
this
was
lady
blessed
is
to be a part of that.
amazing, you know? And
Thank
then
you.
recently I loved Family Man. Family Man is one of my most favorite. I think it's the most favoriteest of mine.
I'm so
You
glad.
love
Thank you so
my
much.
sister and me. So keep it up. Good luck. And
Thank you. Thank you so
I
much,
hope
Bhumi.
you
Thank you.
keep dancing. I would love to see you on stage someday. We are
Wow.
dancing
From your
together.
mouth to
Kathak.
God's
It
ears.
will happen someday. It will happen for sure. And I see that passion and dedication and love for art from
Thank
you
you.
for Kathak.
I'm always so inspired by you and,
Likewise.
by
Likewise,
your
I'm so
love for
inspired by you.
music. No, no, no.
So inspired by you, you
This
know.
is genuinely my moment to say that I'm so honored and thank you for inviting me. It means the world to me.
Oh, it
And
means
thank you
well to
for
all of us. My students are so excited. I've been getting so many messages. Wow,
so
Nimrat ma'am is come. It's so nice. And they have seen your videos with like Guruji and you
Guruji,
dancing,
yes.
teaching.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's been a real surprise for them and they are very excited. So thank you
Thank you
so much.
so much. Thank you.
And God bless you. And I
Thank you.
just
God
pray
bless
that
you
all
all.
the
Bye.
best in the
Thank you. And lots of love to everyone. I can't see you all, but you're all in such good hands and you're so lucky to be led by my wonderful, wonderful Kathak buddy, my Guru Behan. How a lovely name you just gave
yeah,
us.
Guru Bahan.
Lots of love to you, Riddhi, and have a
Lots of love.
fantastic rest of the session.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, all. Good night. Bye, Riddhi. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.